hoping everyone's having a great night. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad you guys are having me. I'm here to answer any questions anyone has. Okay, we got our first question. Um, there's a debate between who gets nutmegged more in practice between Kai and Ethan. Ethan says Kai doesn't nutmeg him. Kai begs to differ. Care to share who's the liar? Also, who do you nutmeg the most in practice? Um, well, first off, I'd say between me, Kai, and Ethan, I definitely get megged the most. I'd say out of the whole squad, I get megged the most easily. Especially in the rondos, I guess because of just my long legs, and I don't like it at all. But um, I don't know. I've seen Kai get nutmegged a few times, to be honest. I don't think I've seen Ethan get megged yet. And then for me, nutmegging anyone, that's yet to happen. But I'll try to change that soon. Um, Next question: who would you say is the hardest worker at practice? Um, Obviously, all of us are, working super hard. But I guess some standouts are, definitely the role models. Chicha, Jonah, Sasha, Steras. The older guys, just trying to set a good example for all the younger guys. And of course, the younger guys are out there hungry too, working as hard as they can, trying to get a spot in the team. But yeah, everyone's working super hard though. Um, who is the funniest on the team? Um, ooh, that's a hard one. Um, I'd say Jonah's really outgoing. He's um he's the one who's always making the whole group laugh. Chicha's really outgoing too. Those two together are a pretty funny partnership. How does it feel to come up to GaLaxy at such a young age? And has anyone asked for your autograph yet? And if so, where? Um, Coming up through GaLaxy at such a young age is it was a great thing to happen, and obviously a blessing because so many people want to be in the position I'm in. It was at first when I joined the academy, I didn't really think anything of it. I didn't know how special of a position I was in at first until I started getting interest from like agents and people telling me how their kids want to be in the academy too, in the academy system. And then I started to realize like, oh, I gotta start like really taking this serious now and not take it for granted because I was treating it like club soccer almost, and it's a completely different level. But getting into the first team environment is a great feeling at just 17. Getting to play with all the older guys and gain, you know, all the experience I'm trying to get. And no one's asking for my autograph yet. Hopefully soon though. How was the change from Los Dos to first team? Um, it was kind of different, I'd say. It was like when I moved up to Los Dos from the academy. It was just really the change of speed caught me off guard. The change of not even just like the players, but like the ball. People's minds, how fast they think. The tactical side of the game, and obviously the technical, and especially moving now from Los Dos to the first team. The physical side is a major difference I've noticed because literally everyone's strong. I haven't come up against a weak player, whether it's a center mid or an outside back or a winger or anything like that. And obviously the speed of play is super fast too. What are your prescriptions for this season? Um, could you elaborate more? I'm not sure what you mean by prescriptions. Sorry about that. Besides you, who is the best dressed? I appreciate that. Um, O'Neal Fisher, he always shows up with some nice stuff to wear. Yeah, everybody always notices it too, and we always hold him to high standards for it. Um, how do you feel about the community kit so far? Personally, I love it. I just got to see it for the first time really up close during media day, and I loved it. I loved all the details. I obviously love the design. You know how it looks like the old kit. Yeah, it looks really good this year. I'm excited to hopefully wear it. In your opinion, who was the toughest to guard on the GaLaxy team? Um, huh. I'd probably say it's pretty hard to guard Chicha off the ball because he's always moving, and you always have to keep an eye on him and the play because sometimes he's not even moving to get the ball; he's moving to distract you and get someone else the ball. So that's pretty hard. And I'd say Efra's pretty hard because he's just really tricky. He likes to nutmeg a lot, and that's one of my weaknesses. Um, who do you have a closer friendship within the team? I definitely say Marcus Recranus, the center back I paired up with in the first half last game. Me and him have been super close friends since our U15 season in GaLaxy. Yeah, so ever since then we've been super close, and we've gone up through the ranks together and have enjoyed it, and we'll keep enjoying it. Speaking of older guys, has anyone taken you under their wing to sort of work on your skills or given you personal advice? If so, who? And what sort of advice have they shared? I'd say, well, definitely the person I've gotten the most advice from so far, um, besides the players, is one of our assistant coaches, Dan. He mostly works with the center backs, and he's taught me a lot more than I would have ever thought someone could teach me in just like a month's time. But Steres also helps me out. Dupuy, he also helps me out. Those two, they're really good, to look up to and to study. Sasha talks to me a bit, just being confident, doing what I'm doing what I'm doing right now, and just have fun. Chicha too, all of them. They always give good advice. What are your personal goals coming into the season? I would say just to help the team out as much as possible, whether it's, you know, hopefully getting minutes this season or not. If it's not getting minutes this season, it's preparing the starters for, their game on the weekend or their next game. Just bringing the intensity to them during practice, so it replicates the match really. But yeah, just to help my team as much as possible in any way I can, that'd be great. What songs are on your pregame playlist? Um, it might come as a surprise, but uh, before games, I like to listen to a lot of Spanish music, and even though I don't understand it, I still enjoy listening to it. You can ask some of my friends and my family; they always hear it. I'm always playing it and stuff. But yeah, I like to listen. I don't like to listen to rap that much because I don't know. I like to feel calm before a game. Hey Jalen, Chris Maldonado here from the GaLaxy Guy podcast. Hey Chris, congrats on back-to-back starts. Also, good job on playing very well last night. Going forward, how would you say that this GaLaxy defense can improve? I'd say considering there's a lot of new pieces in the back line and in the team itself, I think just coming together and building chemistry between us, going through those mistakes that, like happened last night, will really sharpen us. And we have guys injured too. So I think there's a lot of potential for our back line. We just need to come together, communicate, get our chemistry up, get on each other's pages, and once that happens, it's going to be a very solid defense for sure. What are your predictions for this season? Um, Definitely an improvement from last season. I'll say that. But you can obviously expect us to give it our all, especially after last season. Everybody's super motivated. They're using last season as motivation for this season. Everybody has a winning mentality this season, and it it looks like an exciting locker room for sure. Everybody's just focused on winning and nothing else. Um, do you play any games sometimes? If so, which ones? Um, I'm. Do you mean like video games? If so, then I'll say the I'll say I really only play FIFA, to be honest. I like the manager career mode, but as of lately I haven't played it that much. Besides that, I'll play NBA 2K sometimes, but rarely. But yeah, mostly FIFA though, for sure. Are you excited to possibly play in your first El Trafico? Yeah, hopefully that would be great, playing in a derby match like that, a rivalry match. Hopefully in front of fans too, but yeah, hopefully I can get that opportunity this season. If not, I'll stay prepared for sure though. What are your favorite boots slash brand of boots to play in? Um, I'd say I've been wearing Adidas for many years now because GaLAxy is with Adidas. So I'd probably say them. Um, and the Adidas cleat, I really liked Predators, but I recently switched to X's, and I really like those now. They just have like a lighter feel, and they're a really thin cleat too, and I have really thin feet, so they kind of match in that department. So I think I'm gonna stick with those for a while. Soccer hero, um, hmm, hero, hero. I'm not too sure, but I'd say the first people I liked were obviously obviously AJ De La Garza, because that's when I would watch LA Galaxy as a super young kid. Um, Messi and yeah, I mean, who didn't watch Messi and Ronaldo when they were a kid and wanted to be like them? So I'd probably say those three were my favorite, were my first three favorite. Who is most competitive in training at the moment? Um, hmm. That's also a hard one, like the recent question I got asked about who works the hardest, because everyone's super competitive. But um, I'd say I'd say Cheech is really competitive. He always wants to win. He always wants that I don't know that those bragging rights at the end of practice, say, my team came out on top, you lost, that type of thing. But really everyone though, nobody likes to lose. Do you support a European team? Yes, Barcelona. They've always been my team, and they always will be. Is there a certain player or maybe players that you try to replicate into your game? Um, Recently I've been looking at undersized center backs like Jules Koundé. He's on a center back for Sevilla. He's height wise, I think he's pretty undersized for a center back, but he manages to get around it, and he's been having a great season. Um, I like Sergio Ramos's game too, just because he brings a lot more than any other center back does. Um, you know, his ability to, his technical ability, tactical ability. The way it's special how he scores, how he has the ability to score free kicks and penalties for his team. Also, I just feel like he's an unconventional center back, but obviously up there with the best. Where was I? Who do you play in 2K? Um, I'm guessing you mean which team. I always my team, my NBA team is the Clippers. So I always try to rep them in 2K. I try to rep the Clippers as much as possible, because I know there's not many Clippers fans out there. So I try to hold it down. Since I heard you play FIFA career mode, what team are you managing right now? Oh, I just started a new career mode actually. Who was it? I started it with Tottenham. Yeah, I just started it like a few weeks ago. Um, I don't know what made me do it. I just decided on a random Premier League team. But sometimes I'll do like lower league teams and try to build up their youth academy, or I don't know if you know what regions are, but try to scout for regions too, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'd say I'm really into career mode though, especially the manager one. Who's one player you would like to play against? Hmm, a good question. I've never really thought of that. Um, hmm, a strike. I'll say a striker in the MLS. I would like to play against. Um, hmm, maybe Gonzalo Higuain on Inter Miami, just because of the career he's had and how much how much he's been through in his career. You know, all the great clubs he's been through. You know, I want to see what that experience. You know, how good that gets him, really. But yeah, that was a good question. I never really thought about that before. What is one thing you are trying to work on to improve as a player? One thing I'm really trying to improve on, well, obviously, my tactical reading of the game, because I'm an undersized center back. I'd say not necessarily height wise, but build wise and weight wise. I'd say I'm undersized, so I need to find ways to get around that. So that would be just learning the game tactically as much as possible. But I've been trying to work on my left foot long balls. Ever since preseason, I noticed that I really need to work on those, and me and Marcus every day after practice are hitting them. So we're trying to perfect those as quick as possible. What moment or player made you fall in love with the GaLaxy? Um, Moment? I'm not I'm not too sure. I think me and my family were just GaLaxy supporters ever since we got into soccer, like seriously. But AJ De La Garza, he was obviously my first favorite player. Um, I just thought I just thought it was rare to see a player of his size play at such a high level at center back. So I think that's what really caught my eye. It made me admire his playing style. When did you start playing soccer? I started playing soccer when I was 3 years old. I started in AYSO, yeah, AYSO, and then I started playing club at 5. Would you rather be in a one-on-one situation against a fast, tricky player, or against a big physical player? Um, hmm. I think I think it depends where I am on the field, but I'll say just right on top of the box, one on one, me and him, no one else around. Um, I'll say I'll honestly say a fast, tricky player because I feel like I'll be able to handle a faster, smaller player against a big physical player, say like Higuain or Josie Altidore. They'll be able to use their body against me, and it'll be hard to try to reach in for the ball because if I make a wrong move, boom, penalty. So I mean, I guess I'd go against a fast, tricky player, try to force him to one side as much as possible, and just try to block the shot. Really. Um, what was the funniest prank you pulled on your teammates or seen your teammates pull on someone? Hmm. Uh, I'm not too sure. I haven't seen anything in the first team environment. So there was one time in second team last year. I forgot how it came up, but after practice, it was towards the end of the season. The team was planning on having like a team get together kind of thing at the end of the season, just like a group bonding thing. And coach pulled aside like a few players after practice just to talk to them. We obviously don't know what it was about, but and the rest just went off to the tent, and I was a part of the group that went off to the tent, and everyone was changing and stuff, and all the players who were called aside when they came back to the tent, they called us all inside, and they were like, "Coach wants us to tell you something," and we all went inside. We were all in a circle, and our captain last year. Jesus Vasquez. He was the one talking, and he was basically saying the we were rewarded. I think he said like 15,000 from the USL for making the playoffs, and Junior wants to split it with all the players. And obviously at that time we had a super young team full of academy players that weren't even signed yet, so we weren't making money. So everyone started getting super excited, finding out how much they get paid, and then eventually Jesus said they were kidding, and everyone was pretty mad at him and the other people. But otherwise, there haven't been really any like big pranks that I've seen, at least. What would you say is your biggest strength? Um, I'd say finding ways to defend and to play the game without using my physical side. So just relying on my tactical and technical side of the game. And I think that really helps me because I'm obviously young, so I have time to still grow into my body and still, so get better on the physical side. So I think relying on my tactical and technical side of the game right now will definitely help me in the future. Um, have you played FIFA Ultimate Team? If so, who's your favorite player in your team? I started playing FIFA Ultimate Team like early on when FIFA 21 dropped, but I started playing Weekend League and I kept losing and I kept getting mad. I'll admit it. So I just stopped playing like that. I couldn't take all the losses I was taking and all the OP players that other people had. I couldn't take it, so I just quit. Just went back to career mode where I belong, I guess. Are there any Galaxy 2 players to watch out for? If we're talking about specifically young players, um, I definitely well all of them have huge potential. That's why they're in the position they're in right now. But I'd say Adrian Gonzalez. He just got announced today, I think. Signing. He's a center mid. He was with the academy for I think like one season before he went up with the second team. He's a very good player. Sebastian Nava. He's a winger. Also a very good player. There's a lot, to be honest. Um, who else? Yeah, if I'm missing anyone, I'm sorry, but yeah, a lot of them have you know very high ceilings. Any hobbies outside of soccer? Um, mm, I mean, my day really just consists of soccer and school, but I'd say I like to read, play video games, obviously. Um, it's not really much else. Kind of, my life's just full of soccer, I guess. What players have improved the most over the off season? Um, I'm not I'm not really sure because I obviously wasn't in the first team environment last season, so I wouldn't be able to get to see like who who made the transition of becoming what they want to be versus what they were last season. But yeah, I'm not too sure on that question. Hopefully everyone improved though since or over the off season. Do you have any rookie duties? Fortunately, well, I mean, on trips, obviously the younger guys have to get the bags out of the buses and bring them into the hotel, or bring or help the team staff bring out equipment to practices or games, stuff like that. Just little stuff like that, but nothing too crazy. Fortunately, any pregame or postgame rituals? I wouldn't say rituals, but I definitely have like things I like to do, like say a game's late at night, like the game yesterday. I just want to lay down as much as possible during the day. Um, Usually wake up around 8, take a shower, breakfast, have a snack around 11, have a bigger snack around 1, and then I like to eat flame broiler before a game around like 3 o'clock, and then get to the stadium around 4:30. Go in the hot tub for about 20 minutes. Um, doing my stretching and all that, activation, and then after go warm up with the team, and then it's game time, and then post game. And I wouldn't really say I really have any rituals or a routine. Have you thought of creating any soccer camps or charities for the community in the future? I definitely want to do that. I haven't gone too deep into it yet, but I've had some charities contact me wanting to do something, and I've let some GaLaxy staff know about that. So hopefully I can participate in some very soon. But creating some, that'll definitely be something I want to do in the future. What is your most memorable moment in your soccer career? Um, hmm, I'd say obvious. I'd probably say there's a lot, but signing my first team contract easily. It was it was a great feeling, but I think it motivated me more than anything to just keep going because it's just one more step to where I ultimately want to be, and that's to be one of the best center backs in the world. And signing a first team contract was obviously the first step of getting there, and it wasn't a sign for me to take my foot off the pedal and be like, oh, I finally made it now. Now I can just chill out. No, it's just the start, really. So yeah, most memorable moment would be signing my first team contract. How have the vets like people Steres and Williams helped you out this preseason? Um, they've helped me out a lot. Especially just just with off the field stuff too. Just being really cool, down to earth people that you can talk to anytime. Just about anything like casual stuff. How's your day? Oh, it's good. Anything like that. They really made me feel comfortable in the environment, and they always give me praise too when I do something good on the field. So gives you a lot of confidence also. Are you still in high school? No, I graduated. I'd say like a month or a month and a half ago, around that time. I think like in February or something like that. But yeah, I'm in my freshman year of college right now. What is one thing you're looking forward to playing for the first team? Um, Definitely just learning and gaining experience and getting used to the speed of play in which the MLS has. Um, I think well, so far in the 2 months, or yeah, 2 months I've been with the first team this preseason and even before preseason, I've learned I learned way more than I would have ever thought. So yeah, just constantly learning every day. Are you looking forward to playing in the Sun Cup in Arizona? Yeah, most definitely. Hopefully I'll keep getting more minutes, and but yeah, I'm just trying to take advantage of those preseason minutes as much as possible so I can hopefully get some minutes in the regular season too. Um, I'll answer this last question. For you, what is the best way to join the LA Galaxy 2 and the first team? Um, for the first team, I mean for the second team, they do a lot of scouting. I think they do a lot of college scouting too. Um, they're really aiming for guys in their younger 20s and lower. But I'd say just if you're looking to get scouted, just really be yourself out on the field. Don't try to be the player you aren't. Believe in your abilities. Be confident, and yeah, just utilize your abilities in the best way you can. And then the first team, it's obviously the same way.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me. All right, guys. See you guys later.
Into getting to the LA Galaxy too. First team's obviously going to be scouting you from there. So yeah. Well, thanks everyone for having me. I enjoyed answering all the questions you guys had for me, and I hope you guys have a good night. Thank you very much.